Good morning, traders. So this is your DAX daily review. So yesterday we got the bounce that I was expecting, but not off the level I was expecting. So the actual trade didn't work out. I made a bit of money out of it, but it didn't really get it didn't get moving. So we'll break down that in the lower time frames at the moment. So the thing is, what we were looking for is a bounce off this level of 11,560, and obviously we went way below that level. Now, what I can't see is the level that we actually bounced off. So I suppose, hindsight being a perfect science, you can see here is a level here, which looks like is exactly what was utilized. But anyway, my rule is the level I'm looking to trade off is a fractal level on the higher time frames, and that top level was definitely the one we were looking for. And we did get some movement off it anyway. Nothing on the 4-hour. You can see on the 4-hour, this area here was a lot stronger than anything below as well. So, but anyway, win some, lose some. That's not the end of the world. I think the important thing is, if you made a mistake, is to action that mistake, and if you done it correctly and you got stopped out, then that's fine. Okay, so looking at the hour, you can see this area here was definitely the level I was looking for, and you'll see on the lower time frames that it actually we had an entry, we had a good potential entry which played out, and then it immediately started rallying, moved your stop up, and you're anticipating a move back through the alligator, but that didn't really materialize. Okay, so what we do have though is we had this downward trend line and we've had a breakthrough now. The only problem I've got is we have diversions here between this high and this high. So you can see here's a low and a high, a low, lower, and that's a lower high. Okay, so there is a breakthrough. I would expect another move down, but the question is whether we're going to come all the way back down to the bottom here, or whether it's going to form a higher low. So that's something that we just need to pay attention to today. Okay, so I just want to review the trade that we had yesterday, and just want to pick up the areas, the levels in this area that we needed to pay attention to. There's that one, and there was your next area there. Okay, so ignore this level down the bottom here. That's level, second level we got. But these two areas here was what I said to you yesterday, what we needed to pay attention to. Hit there, entry was long, and we started moving up. These tails here were already telling you, giving you the warning, which was basically there was a move, there could be a potential move back down. So for me, it was an entry, and then immediately, as soon as we got this green bar in the half hour, just to move my stop up above the entry to above this bar. It was only like 2 or 3 points profit, but it was fine. But ultimately, it sort of was forming a bit of a triangle. Let's just make it a bit messy here. So, you'd be forgiven to thinking that it was forming a triangle and that the break was going to happen. And anyway, the break happened to the downside. So it does happen. Not the end of the world. Okay, so I think for me at the moment, this trend has broken on the hour and the half hour. So I'm still looking for longs. Okay, now your daily bar is a pin bar, and it's a pin bar off the 200 EMA. Okay, so the trend is still technically up. We have made a higher low. There's your previous low. This is a new low at the moment. So a break above the high of yesterday is going to give us opportunity for a long. So let's get down to the 12 minutes and you'll see what I'm talking about. So here we have, oh, there's two things that we have going here. Here we have a head and shoulders. So there's your shoulder, there's your head, there's your shoulder. So it's an inverse head and shoulders. We are above the alligator. So I am still anticipating a move to the upside, and it's a question of whether we get through the high of yesterday. So break above 11,605, and let's get a close above that on the half-hour candle there. I would say we've got a good opportunity for a long, and that long is going to be pretty much, let's just be conservative and play off there. And I'll just go to a higher time frame. Back to this area of resistance here, and we also do have a daily gap up there as well. One thing I just want to double check is whether we've got a gap. I know we had a gap down here, there. I think there was another one. So these gaps are always magnets, so you always just got to keep them in mind. They're not the first thing that closes, and they're often the last level that closes, but they are a level, and you need to pay attention to them. So you can see the bottom area here was a gap, and pretty much where we moved towards was that gap. Okay. And the other ones are too far away. So yes, I think for me at the moment, this is a potential inverse head and shoulders on the lower time frames. Even on the hour, you can see shoulder, head, shoulder. So I can have a neckline up at the top or at the bottom. I'm being conservative and saying my neckline is 11,588, and this is the main level we've got to get through, which is 11,602. Okay, oscillators are indicating that we are a little bit overcooked at the moment, but the awesome oscillator said the momentum has changed. It's been down for 2 days. It's changed. It's now up. So I think that's kind of the trade that I'm going to be looking for. So short story, long story short, those are my two fractal levels that I'm looking for there. So a break above 11,602. I think a bit more. So let's say 11,605 to be safe. That's going to give me my move to the upside for this head and shoulders, and this head and shoulders is pretty much 100 points. Okay, if we break below 11,584, then I would suspect a few things to happen. We're obviously going to come back to test this tail here. Okay, so firstly it'll be the alligator. If that gives away, then it'll be this tail, and then obviously back down to the bottom for this level, trying to build a double bottom. Okay, but yeah, as I say, this trend has broken, and we can do it that way or we can do it that way, but I think to be safe, let's do it there. So technically we could still get a pullback down to this area, which is an area for a long, because that's a retest of this this downward channel. Okay. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm still looking for a long. I know it's messy on the 4 hour, and I would expect a retest of the alligator. So this head and shoulders doesn't quite retest the alligator. The retest the alligator is going to be somewhere in the middle here. So you're going to be looking for take profit in this area, move your stop up, and then see if the balance of your trade can make the measured move. Okay, that's kind of my view at the moment. It is messy, so it's kind of a 50-50 call. You need to keep your stops really tight. It may play out or it may go against you. So just either stay out of it if you're uncomfortable, or play on a 12 or a 30-minute chart so you can actually use the levels off here. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's my view for now. It's kind of a messy view, but I think I'm going to just go with flow based on the 30-minute chart. So if the trend's up on the 30, I'll trade up. If it's down, I'll trade down. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.